Farmers are a tight-knit group of folks. They love to get together and talk about, well, farming. But like all of us, they enjoy a little competition too. Each year, some of the top 18 to 35-year-old farmers in the state face off for the title of Alabama's Outstanding Young Farm Family. Today, we meet the first of three finalists, the Peek family of Limestone County. Brady Peek knew from a young age that he would become a farmer.
I remember in school I brought home just trees that they'd give us and I planted them in the yard. And I remember strawberry plants that they'd give us at school. So I always was bringing stuff home trying to grow it. And I've always liked working on things. I've always, as a kid, I would work on my bicycle just for the fun of it. And so farming for me is just the opportunity to kind of combine all that together. To be able to grow things, to be able to, operate equipment, be able to work on things.
But when his family got out of agriculture before he was old enough to take over the operation, it forced him to look at other possibilities.
I had job-shadowed lawyers and bankers and engineers and different things, and I'd not really found anything that I wanted to do, but the desire to farm was still there. And so I talked with my dad and about how I wanted to farm, and so he helped me, and he rented me some land that he owned, and that's where I got my start at when I was 16 years old, was farming 100 acres of soybeans.
10 years later, Brady's growing corn, cotton, soybeans, and wheat on about 1,600 acres in Limestone and Lauderdale counties. Urban development is a challenge for farmers across the Tennessee Valley, but Brady and his wife Anna are trying to turn that into an opportunity.
We currently have Anna's sweet corn patch. We grow about 2 acres of sweet corn and sell it to local supermarkets and at farmers markets and just to people in the community. And in the future, we would like to do like a U-pick strawberry and blueberries, and also maybe do kind of along with the U-pick, do a U-pick pumpkin patch also.
When she and Brady started dating, Anna says she knew nothing about agriculture. She learned a lot from her husband, and as a teacher, she and her students learned a lot from ag in the classroom.
We started hatching chickens, and those kids, it was like Christmas Day when all 6 chickens hatched. We kept them in our classroom for probably a week, and 6 students got to take home a chick, and I saw one of my past students this year, and she came up to me and said, "My chicken Cotton," we named it Cotton, laid an egg. And so it was just really cool to see how excited they were and that they still have the chicks.
From acquiring land to buying equipment and the constant challenges presented by the weather, Brady says farming has been difficult at times, but it's also been extremely rewarding.
It's been tough, but it's been fun to really, see this thing from the ground up. We're doing it the way that I want to do it, and it's fun. And though there are hard days, it's just, every day we have a new challenge. But just kind of once you ever kind of get it in you, it's hard to get it out.
Outstanding Young Farm Family finalists Brady and Anna Peek of Limestone County.
Welcome to Alabama's Smart Yards. We're creating beautiful landscapes that protect natural environments. Why? Because it's a smart thing to do. Today, Dani Carroll will talk about scouting for insects and the importance of knowing who's who.
Vegetable gardens come in many different sizes. Whether you have a few tomatoes in a pot, maybe a raised bed, or a large in-ground garden, scouting for pest insects is an important tool in our management plan. When we go many days without scouting our vegetable plants, insect pests may get out of hand quickly, and once these populations are high, they can be very difficult to manage. Learn to identify insects and their life cycles. Different stages of a pest life cycle are easier to control and manage than others. Remember, the greatest majority of insects are beneficial, so identify the pest insect is your first step in a management plan. We can target the pest and not the good guys. Scouting involves looking at all parts of your vegetable plants, surveying as frequently as you can. Many insects may lay their eggs on the bottom of leaves. Some bore into the stem, while others may chomp the foliage from above. Use a magnifying lens. This can help with those tiny insects that are hard for us to see. Bug jars are another option to help with identification. And for even the tinier insects, gently shake or tap the plant over a yellow frisbee or a piece of yellow cardstock to sample for insect populations. Scouting our plants is an often overlooked part of our insect management plan in our home gardens, an essential and free tool to use.
What sustains us? Food? Family? Faith. Alabama farmers live those things every day. They conserve our resources, clothe our families, and fill our tables. They cultivate jobs for our communities and values for our future. Farmers grow it all right here in Alabama.
What one thing can you say about your local quality co-op store? You can trust us. You get what you need for your farm, for your lawn and garden, and the safest products for your pets. We're locally owned and operated, and you can trust that we care about our community and the people in it. So if you're a raised bed gardener, a rose gardener, or if you farm hundreds of acres, the Quality Co-op Store has exactly what you need to get the job done. All this plus friendly, knowledgeable advice. Your Quality Co-op Store. There's one near you.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make and proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Sweet Grown Alabama is such an amazing brand. It'll be great for consumers to be able to connect immediately with an Alabama grown or made product.
Sweet Grown Alabama, what it means to us is community. By buying Sweet Grown Alabama, you are able to support your community and kind of play your part and help the farmers.
There's a huge advantage just to your local community by buying local, whether it's local farms or local businesses.
Find Sweet Grown Alabama farms, markets, restaurants, and stores near you at sweetgrownalabama.org.